Inflation is now so low, the Reserve Bank will be as good as required by the words which are engraved in the walls of its Martin Place office to cut interest rates. Inflation is 2.4%, but bear in mind that 1.4% of that was just that one quarter when we had the carbon tax. Take the carbon tax out of it, and that September quarter last year, that carbon tax figure will roll out of it, and we'll see inflation so low that the Reserve Bank, which has a requirement to keep inflation between 2 and 3%, will be left with an inflation rate with a 1 point something. So clearly we have no inflation to worry the Reserve Bank. The quarterly result is 0.4%. Multiply that by 4 and you get 1.6% for the year. It isn't much. With the economy weak, with inflation low, there's every reason why the Reserve Bank should cut interest rates. It meets in 13 days from today, on Tuesday. Every reason why it should, no reason why it shouldn't, except for this. The Aussie dollar is low now, and that should push up prices. We get an inkling of this by looking at the prices, what's happened in the inflation figures to the prices of goods which can be internationally traded, and goods and services which are domestic in nature. And we see that the non-tradables, domestic inflation, has been rising quite fast, 4.3% over the year. Tradables inflation has been falling as some of that high dollar is still having its effect. But leaving that aside, and we're seeing no real sign yet, apart from the petrol industry, of retailers passing on those higher costs from overseas, the inflation numbers as presented and as likely to be presented for the next few quarters are very low, adding to a powerful argument for the Reserve Bank to cut interest rates when it meets in 13 days' time.